happened around 5:30 this morning off Holland Road. 2 businesses are affected, and we're told a firefighter was hurt. Right now, we're working to learn what exactly caused that fire. We do have a reporter there at the scene that is working to gather more information for us. The businesses that were affected in the fire were closed at the time, and we are working to find out exactly what those businesses were. But it took firefighters less than 2 hours to put it out. However, in the process of knocking out those flames, a firefighter was hurt. We're told he had a minor injury and is expected to be okay. Now, most of the damage appears to be there on the roof. You can see the flames coming through that building. Again, we're still working to learn the cause, and we'll keep you updated when we have more information.
What do you want to talk about?
I could talk about a lot, but I'll just focus on today, because one thing so far, this experience here with what happened last week have taught me is the true meaning of taking it one day at a time. Because literally every single day, just pushing forward and making more progress today than yesterday with getting back to a sense of, normal operations. And today for us to have our monthly company sales meeting without skipping a beat, I just feel really, really blessed that if you see the parking lot, right? Parking lot is full, great turnout, and we have our event space that we normally use for larger events that we can still have our monthly meeting on, and that's kind of where we're operating out of. So it's a process, man, but we're pushing through, and like I've been saying, we're gonna come back, bigger and better.
Before y'all get started, I just wanted to say when I heard about the fire, I texted Cavelle and I was like, what can I do? Because Cavelle supports my business like every chance he can. He supports my business. And I believe a community is supposed to rally around each other. And when we experience a loss, even though it's temporary, we're supposed to swoop in and support each other. So I just wanted to sponsor lunch for you guys today, just because your fearless leader is so impactful. And I know that was one of his kind of affirmations from the hallway back there. He's very impactful in the community and specifically to my business. So lunch today is in honor of your leader's impactfulness, and y'all can just come on up. Chef Ebony Malone. I'm the owner of Fusion Soul Cafe and Catering LLC. Cavelle always has some mantras that he, tells people about, that he lives by, and one of them was being impactful. And as a small business owner, Cavelle has been very impactful to my business. He has trusted me with some very large, important events, so to speak, and just wanted to find a way to support Onyx as they bounce back from the fire, the tragedy, and just in it too, keeping with the tone of being impactful, giving back and making sure that Cavelle and his agents feel that reciprocal love, so to speak, after experiencing such a huge tragedy.
Initially, it was like, it can't be true. It was one of those things like, hey, this is something that just recently being built, has been built up, and it's our home. So it makes you nervous. But one of the things that I know about Cavelle is he always bounced back. He's a fighter, so I knew our leader would have us going in the right direction, and everything happened. But it was just one of those things that, like, you can't believe it. You rewind the tape or anything. You know what I'm saying? And it was just one of those things. Like, but again, with our leader, with Cavelle, you knew that we'll bounce back and we'll be stronger than ever. And you see now, we're still rocking and rolling as we were prior to the situation.
How was I feeling?
Yeah.
I'm a positive person, so I really wasn't thinking that it was as big as it turned out to be. Just thought it was some small, contained, came by and saw how devastating it was, and I definitely would say I was shocked for like about 60 seconds. After that, mentally, my mind just went right away to rebuilding and redesigning, and I already built the building back at least 5 times in my mind, already did. So I'm just waiting on the green light for me to go and do what I gotta do.
What were your thoughts when you heard that the building caught on fire?
I ain't even gonna lie. lie. We thought it was a joke, you know. The admin staff got a message saying that, you know, people were on their way up here because the building's on fire, and we like, what you mean? And in our heads it was like, oh, maybe it's some little, you know, some little fire. Yeah, nah, that wasn't it. That wasn't the vibe. I knew it was real when I tried to come down the street and they had the whole thing blocked off and told me I could park my car in the neighborhood and walk over here. It was wild.
My thoughts were, where? What building? Our building? Give me the insurance money, baby. I got an Apple. No, just joking. Don't put it up here. Honestly, my thoughts were, oh wow, but I wasn't like scared or sad or anything because I know Cavelle. So I know that there's gonna be a big blessing to come out of it. The building's gonna be even more better. So I wasn't, it was just kind of like, oh, okay, well, what's next?
Next step is figure out exactly how we'll come back in the sense of, you know, rehab, you know, or rebuild, tear down, start a fresh type of situation. You know, that's kind of the big question mark right there. So, you know, the pieces still being put together on what we're going to do. But most importantly, you know, being able to continue on and do business as usual, that's the biggest blessing. Nobody was hurt. And shout out to my team. Got a strong team. Really, really strong, and they've been able to, you know, operate in a great way, and that's a blessing. I would say when you have a dream and it's so big that it involves other people, if you pick the right team members, then situations like this is actually much easier to go through than it is if you have the wrong team members or if you're running like a one-man show. So I'm blessed to not be running like a single man operation, but instead have a huge team around me because we've been pushing through 100%.